Hey there, so it's the 1st of March, Sunday, and I'm currently on my way to the gym. So as usually, I woke up at 4, actually today kinda late, because my first alarm didn't ring for some reason, but luckily it already happened one time, so I always have a backup timer that rings at about 12 minutes after 4, so that luckily did ring, and so I didn't sleep longer than I intended, and I did some SAT preparation as usual. Today I actually took a full practice test. So the practice test consists of two parts, and each part is divided into two more parts. It's like the first part is like reading and writing, the second part is math, and both of these parts have like two modules. So the first module of each part is always like easier, and then depending on how well you do on the first module, it decreases or increases the difficulty on the second module. So that's basically how it works. And yeah, so I did that to prepare myself for the SAT, which is going to be in 2 weeks, actually on the 14th of March. I've signed up for the practice, so that's less than 2 weeks. So I need to get better. My score was, I believe, 1,370, which is decent, but my goal is 1,400 plus, so I will have to work on that. Reading and writing was actually better than math. I had like 710 on reading and writing and 680 or something on math, or 670, something like that. But it was probably partly due to the fact that I already did this practice test in the past, but only the reading and writing part. So I remembered some of the questions, which made me fill them out faster. And that's actually the bad thing. I'm preparing for a decent amount of time already, and I took a lot of questions already. So sometimes it happens that in the test there is a question I'm already familiar with, which makes it less realistic than what it's going to probably be on the test day, but I have to deal with that. And so yeah, I guess that I see you in the gym.
Your voice is a wave on a distant shore. I close my eyes and you're here by my side, but I open emptiness inside. You're laughing, but it's not real. Just echoes and quiet.
Really nice car. Hey, so workout over, and we are here with this beautiful weather. And so as you were able to see, I actually learned some really like valuable thing. Like I used to always do punches like the jab cross, the 1-2. I always used to do them like I wasn't using any momentum to do them. And today I tried out one footwork drill that I found online, where you actually like it's a footwork drill, but you are like trying to throw like light punches using the momentum. And I tried that, and I found out that I was actually not able to throw across with that momentum. Like I was trying to, but I threw the jab, but the cross, like I just couldn't fit it in there. And so I kept trying, and then it kind of came. And like those punches, as you could see, like those were like some really strong punches, and I wasn't even using like that much effort. It felt kind of effortless. Like you just use the momentum you create by hopping back and forth, and it makes the punch that much stronger. And not just like the momentum of the hops, but also like you are trying to turn your hips. You're basically using your hips and the momentum from those hops to generate like 90% of the power of the punch. So you hop back to front. On the jab, you rotate your hips like to the right if you are orthodox, then to the right. You are trying to like when you are punching when you are throwing the jab, you are trying like to like bring your right shoulder to the back. You are using it like a lever, basically. You pull your right shoulder to the back, which pushes your front shoulder to the front, and which creates a lot of power to the jab. And when you are throwing the cross, you basically pull the left shoulder to the back together with the hips, your right hip to the front, and that creates torque, basically torque, and that creates the power in the cross. So that's a really useful like learning from today, and I will see you, I guess. Well, I will see you when I see you. And until then, bye. Hey, Martin from the future here. Whilst the hopping back and forth will indeed make your punches stronger, here are 3 key points that you should definitely consider, and also 3 reasons why I wouldn't recommend you to do it. The first reason is that you are wasting valuable energy. The second reason is that your stability is highly compromised, so if someone sees that you are hopping back and forth like a frog, he can throw a push punch that he goes like he charges at you fast, and he basically doesn't give like a fast and he doesn't give like a fast punch. He gives like a slow but like push punch. Basically, he charges at you and makes a push punch. You will likely lose balance, and you can even fall on your butt. So reason 1, you are wasting energy. Reason 2, you are compromising your stability. And reason 3 is that if you want to throw kicks, you will have to stop the jumps, and that makes it extremely obvious that you are about to throw a kick, because if you are hopping back and forth all the time and you suddenly stop, then the opponent obviously, like even if you are totally stupid, you can predict that you are probably about to throw some kind of a kick or something, or maybe a punch, some punch that you cannot throw from the hopping back and forth. So to sum it up, the hopping back and forth is not a good idea because it wastes your energy, it makes you less stable, and it makes you more predictable. Well, if you want to throw kicks, of course. And so yeah, that's just my side note and what I learned over time and what I wasn't really realizing at the time that I was recording that. So yeah. It is almost 12 o'clock, and since the morning, I was able to count 0 clouds. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you, God. Effort is the ultimate measure of your success. Others can be faster, stronger, better off, smarter. Just they can have things that are beyond your control, which may be affecting the results. And so, effort is the number one thing that you should focus on because it's 100% within your control. And if you do your best, results cannot make you a loser. And on the other hand, if you don't do your best, the results cannot magically turn you into a winner. So focus on the effort in the day-to-day activities, in the work that you do, when you go to the gym, when you are with your partner, focus on the effort because that's what matters. That's what's going to make it easier for you to fall asleep at night. And so this philosophy was highly instilled in me by a book called Wooden on Leadership by John Wooden and Steve Jamieson. And I would highly recommend that book to literally everybody. Like for me, it was a total game changer, and I believe it's going to be a game changer for you. So I will leave a link for you to purchase the book down in the description. I have no affiliation whatsoever. I just think it's a really good book.